The project is about how agricultural pollutants, specifically pollutants from runoff from pasture land, so where cows or goats, or mostly cows, live, and they get into the stream and stir up sediments, or their manure runs in along with other things, and that can affect fish behavior because it's not what they naturally live in, and it can introduce contaminants from those things. But Dr. Bolyard actually came to me asking me to be a part of the project, and I thought it sounded interesting because I'm an avid fisherman and I'm interested in fish and learning more about them. The fish is local to smaller streams in the Appalachian Mountains, all along the East Coast and in colder waters up north. So they're a colder water fish that likes lots of dissolved oxygen, so they live down here in moving water because it has more dissolved oxygen. We're taking it from local creeks along 81 into Bridgewater after we collect them. When we have fish, we feed them in the morning, and then after that, if they've been in the lab long enough and they're acclimated to being in captivity, we'll test them. And we usually test 4 to 6 fish a day. There's been studies on their current preference before, and usually they prefer faster water because they like that dissolved oxygen that I mentioned earlier. And it's also a place where they can find food just coming down in the current. In my test tank, there's a fast part and a part with no flow. And we're trying to see if fish from rivers with different pollution behave differently in their selection between those two. We're working alongside another study that took samples about a year ago from the streams that we've been visiting, and along with the samples, they also looked at the management practices around the area to manage the pollution from pasture land, and they also looked at how much pasture land is around those creeks.